Hey, on this episode, we are in Wisconsin after 7 years of applying. Me and my wife both drew Wisconsin bear permits for Zone D. We're going to be hunting with Keith Hawley. Keith is the owner of Big Bear Guide Service. After doing a lot of checking, Big Bear Guide Service, Keith Hawley, they run a heck of an operation, high success rate every year, often 100%. Probably won't be 100% this year because we bring our friends bad and luck with us everywhere we go. We'll see what happens. All right, we're headed up to near Iron River, Wisconsin. We're going to be hooking up with Keith Hawley, the owner of Big Bear Guide Service. We're going to just tag along as Keith does some baiting, site work, checks his trail cameras. We just want to be a part of the whole experience, and you know, it's something that me and Lottie's never done before, so it'll be a lot of fun. The cool thing about Big Bear Guide Service is that they encourage their hunters to come up in the summer a couple months before season and help do the baiting, pick out your stand site. You know, it's real cool. You're just not showing up the day before the hunt and being thrown out into the stand. You're actually being a part of the hunt. So that, you know, that's really a neat experience. I've not ate a lot of bear meat, maybe twice in my life. If these bears are anything like they eat, they're gonna be sweet as all get out because they have been eating cookies, a lot of cookies, for months.
What was that?
So we're out here checking trail cameras, we're baiting for bear. And one thing we need to do is be aware of our surroundings. What we have is the Axiom from Pulsar, this little thermal handheld device. It allows us to see our surroundings. Use this in advance to see if there would be a sow and cubs in the area. We're not going to put ourselves in harm's way. You can see a good distance. So it's just really a handy device. We just pulled up here to a spot. We're going to look at some trail camera pictures before we go into the bait site. But Keith thinks this would be a good spot for me and my crossbow. So we're going to look at some pictures, go in, take a look at the site, and we'll make a decision from there. So we're here at Big Bear Guide Service. We're checking some baits, trail cameras, and this is a wild cherry tree. We're noticing these a lot as we're driving around. The bears are pulling these down, breaking them off, and eating the wild cherries. When you find one, there's hardly any wild cherries left on it, but there's 2 or 3 left on here that the bear didn't get. I don't know if they're any good or not. I don't know what the bear sees in those. They're pretty tart. They're a sweet tart. Unless you're a bear, do not eat the wild cherries. Maybe make some jelly, but do not go and pull these trees down just for a cherry like a bear would. So we're legal. We got our licenses. Got mine and Lottie's. Ready to bear hunt. So the night before season, Big Bear Guide Service has all the hunters come in. Game warden, the meat processor, the taxidermist. They have a big meal. You'll hear from these people telling you the laws, what to do once you kill your bear. So that's really cool. And being able to mingle with other hunters, it's a fun experience. So opening morning was not a bear hunter's dream. Strong winds, rain, it was miserable. So once the rain died down, the wind calmed down a little bit, I headed back out. Got out about noon. We was there for about 4 hours before I seen the black blob coming through the woods. Okay, I'm back out here this afternoon. The first day, Jason and Lottie are getting ready to go back out. So, Jason and I have been touched from this morning, so hopefully they'll be coming in shortly. Rain's coming to an end. We'll have a good afternoon. So we got good blood here. I'm gonna cock this back. I don't think the bear went very far at all. As you see in the footage, when I shot him, he fell down. He stayed down for a few good seconds, so I don't think he's gone very far. We're just gonna cock this back and be ready if you have to do a follow-up shot. Got that white patch on him, buddy.
Oh, is that the one?
Yes.
Oh, it's a little bee, isn't it? That's cool.
so stoked. I was been freezing all day. I ran out of things to do on my phone, and this sucker came in. Whew! Yes. So now this is illegally.
Yep, it's legal.
Illegal. Okay.
There you go, 189. Good job, Jason.
As luck would have it, this bear was the one with the white blaze that I was truly hoping for. My shot was a little high, but the bear only ran about 30 yards before it expired. So after I killed my bear, Lottie talked to Keith, and she got permission to change her stand sites and start hunting where I was hunting.
Down to where we're almost not going to have enough light to do anything. I know. We've only got about 10 minutes left here, probably 15. So, but that could be when it happens too.
Yeah, probably. But I doubt it. I don't know. I just...
There he is. Get ready. Quietly and slowly. That's a nice bear. Let him do his thing. Don't rush anything.
Come on. Good God.
I tell you.
Oh boy.
How did that go?
Really good.
Really good.
Yes. I
Good one?
didn't get it, but I've seen one, and he's a big one.
Big?
Yes.
Big?
Yeah, big mama. Or big boy. Big
Let me
daddy.
come in.
That's what it is, a big daddy.
Let me come in.
Just, I don't know. When did he come in? I was too nervous to even realize.
About 7:10.
Really? Big,
Yeah.
big bear, huh?
Yes. A big bear.
No shot opportunity.
No.
Now here in Illinois, Lottie's a big fan of four-wheelers, ATVs, UTVs. But when that big old 300-pound bear came in and it got scared off by a four-wheeler, I think Lottie has a little bit of a love-hate relationship with them now, the four-wheelers. You hate them? You love them? You dislike them? Neutral? She has a neutral relationship with four-wheelers. It would have been really awesome for Lottie to have got that bear. That was a big bear. Keith said it was over a 300-pound bear. But she got to experience something that many hunters never get to see, and that's being on the ground 20 yards away from a mature bear. There are very few people in the world who ever get to experience something like that. Keith, thanks for letting us come up a couple days early to do some baiting with you. Looks like you've got a lot of bear activity. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your operation here?
Well, when you come up, it's always good to have somebody come up and go baiting with me. Help me carry the bait. And we've been doing this guiding for Big Bear Guide Service. I've owned it for 60 years, and we kill several bear. We've over the 1,800 mark now. We usually run from 40 to 80 guys through here each year. We've had a 100% success rate 8 out of the last 11 years, so it's been very successful. This year the weather is a little poor, but
so it was really interesting. We were able to come up a month before the season, do some baiting, got to pick out our stand sites, and that's something you encourage other hunters to do.
Yeah, it is. It's very interesting. Makes more of a hunt out of it, and they can, they go with us baiting, look at the bait sites, look at the pictures on the cameras, and then they're able to pick out their own bait site wherever they like to hunt. I have a website that's bigbearguideservice.com. And there's a lot of information on there. It takes about 5 or 6 years to draw a tag for Wisconsin, so if anybody's interested, start applying and call me in 5 or 6 years.
You're in Zone C.
No,
Zone D.
I'm in Zone D now, but the zones are going to change in 2021. We will be in Zone A at that time.
Well, I tell you what, this has been the time of my life. I've always wanted to kill a bear, and a beautiful bear, have the white fillets on it. Lottie's gonna get her bear tonight, but we have had the time of our life up here, Keith.
Thanks, Jason.
Yes, it's been great.
You guys did a great job.
Thank you. We appreciate everything.
Closed captioning for Bone Wild TV is brought to you by John Booz. Bone Wild TV is brought to you by John Booz and Company, Al's Goldfish Lure Company, Pulsar Thermal and Night Vision, Tacticam Deer Management Systems, Nocturnal, Black Hole Targets, True Fire, Carbon Express Arrows, Rocky Mountain, Eastman Outdoors, Shooter Targets, Expedition Archery, Reveal Trail Cameras, and National Shooting Sports Foundation Plus One Movement.
So if you're watching this show, chances are that you are already a hunter and somebody introduced you to the sport of hunting. A person taught you firearm safety, helped you prepare and study for your hunter education test, explained hundreds of things from scouting for game, hanging in a tree stand, setting out a proper decoy spread, to shot placement. Whether that person was your father, a mother, a friend's parent, or a sibling, you'll never forget what they taught you. You're never going to forget that person. Now it's time to pay that forward to someone new. The National Shooting Sports Foundation's Plus One movement provides a way to get started. The Plus One movement is all about mentoring and removing the barriers into entry into hunting and the target shooting sports that too many people are encountering today. And it all begins with an invitation. So my stepdaughter Sophia, she's never been a hunter, never grew up in a hunting family, and of course I love to hunt. Had a chance to go down to Florida, do some hog hunting, take her along, and she loved it. She absolutely fell in love with it. It's so important to get people involved. Get your stepkids involved, get your neighbor kids involved. Our future as hunters depends on getting these new hunters involved. You never know until you ask. So extend that invitation, give them the opportunity to say no, but the chances are that they're going to say yes. I encourage everyone to take the Plus One pledge, become a mentor to someone new. Simply go to letsgohunting.org or letsgoshooting.org. Those are the National Shooting Sports Foundation's flagship sites for hunters and target shooting sport participants. They're loaded with information and videos on gear, techniques, wild game recipes, and more. Now, it's a great resource for any person you choose to mentor. Right at the top of the page, you'll find information about the +1 movement and a link to take the +1 pledge. And it also has the resources that you need to extend that all-important invitation. And don't forget to share your experiences on social media using the hashtag +1 movement. Now, if just 1 in 3 hunters adds one new person to our hunting traditions, we'll secure a future for generations to come. Why don't you be that one person to invite somebody and get the fire ignited? Hey, thanks for watching today's show. Hope you liked it. We had a blast up here with Keith Hawley. If you ever get drawn for a Wisconsin bear permit, look up Big Bear Guide Service. They're doing some restructuring on their zones, so I don't know what the zones are going to be from here on out, but Keith is up by Iron River, Wisconsin. Check him out.